It is my pleasure to welcome everyone to our special webinar today. And our webinar is about the essential video editing skills for e-learning lecturers, which will be delivered by Dr. Muhammad Ashraf bin Rostam. A little bit about his background, his current position and affiliations. He is now the assistant professor at the Kuliah of Allied Health Sciences in International Islamic University Malaysia, Kuantan campus. His educational background, he holds a PhD in biomedical science from RMIT University, Australia in 2016, Master of Health Sciences Research by Research, University Technology Mara, UITM Malaysia in 2012, Bachelor of Medical Laboratory Technology with honors, UITM Malaysia 2009, and a postgraduate diploma in Islamic Studies, IIM in 2021. His areas of expertise include biomedical research, specializing in genetic biomarkers, cancer research, and molecular biology, nutrition and public health focused on community health, educational intervention, and preventive measures. He is also a digital content creator. He's a certified trainer and content creator, which is awarded by KPT, with experience in impactful communication and training. His key research contributions, studies on phenolic compounds, GLUT4 regulation and oral cancer prevention mechanisms. He has over 20 articles in high-impact journals like Cellular Signaling and Journal of Pharmacology and Experimental Therapeutics, and his research on Nigella sativa in periodontal treatment and educational video interventions for stunting prevention. His recognitions and awards, he received Best Teaching Innovation Award on Virtual Learning from IIUM in 2023. He received a Journal Article Publication Award from IIUM in 2019. He is recognized for impactful teaching and digital learning innovations. His professional engagements, in community leadership, he is the trainer with Malaysians Against Pornography and other public health initiatives. He is the content creator with over 100,000 TikTok followers and 4,000 YouTube subscribers, sharing knowledge on self-development and health topics. He is also event speaker, regularly invited for school, corporate, and NGO programs. His contributions to academia and society is in the development of educational tools such as animated videos for health awareness, collaborative projects with universities, industry, and government organizations, and ongoing supervision of postgraduate students in cutting-edge biomedical research. So without further ado, I would like to invite Dr. Ashraf to deliver his speech, his talk. Please welcome.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Dr. Malik Arman, for the introduction to all professors, associate professors, doctors, administrative staffs, brothers and sisters who are joining today in this program. Alhamdulillah. So I see there's a lot of participants. I think it's a very good timing, Dr. Malik, because this is the mid-semester. Students are on a mid-semester break, and we can actually use this time to learn and increase our skills, inshallah. I hope that you wouldn't be able to hear the sound coming from my iPad. I'll be using my iPad after this because I'll be editing the video using my iPad, and I'll share my screen. Dr. Malik, do you hear any of these noises coming from elsewhere? Or everything is okay?
No.
All good. Okay, Alhamdulillah. Okay. Now, it would be quite a challenging task for me because I will be sharing you editing skills, and I've got all the lighting, and I'll be showing to you, but we are doing this online, so it adds to another depth of challenge, but I'll show you that inshallah. We'll do the best that I can, but hopefully we will learn as much as possible. So today's session, I hope it can be actually a practical session, and but because I'll be doing this practical editing as we go through the sharing that I'll share to you. Allow me to share my screen first. And hopefully we can do, usually I will assess the audience asking maybe let's say, your skills, and then look at the majority, but I'll do that later if needed, inshallah. But I think we want to go to very basic so that everyone can grasp good knowledge with regards to video editing, with regard in the context of e-learning. Okay, I'm now sharing you a screen for my slides. I hope it is visible if I can see here. So I'll be looking also to my left. I'm using a second monitor, and here I'll be looking at your the participants. Okay, feel free to interrupt me anytime, whether by unmuting your mic or by putting any questions in the chat box, because I am also able to see your whatever you write in the chat box. Okay. Maybe before that, let's get a bit of engagement. After this, I'll be talking by myself. So yeah, can we have some emoji? What of your feelings? How are you? If you can maybe put some emoji, your feelings today, if you're sad, or any kind of emoji that represents your situation at the moment. You can either put it in your chat box, maybe in the chat box, and also you can put it up on your, what you call that, your profile to bio. Yeah, we can see that. Yeah, maybe I'll just mention, so Dr. Nora Fiza, I'll just read the names being written on your profile. Maybe if you're professor, but I'll read your names here. Okay, Ros Azra, pakai spek lagi. Ada yang berhafizah Farsi, ada macam tu, berdoa maybe berdoa mudah-mudahan belajar banyak. Zalika Ibrahim, Dr. Zalika from QP, Dr. Malik Dr. Malik ada tu lagi maksudnya apa, berbaik sangka ke apa. Ada Dr. Adan Syahrini, okay, ada people from suspect specialist in emergency. Berapi lagi, okay, like shows passion. Dr. Siti Mariam, loving. Ustaz Mursyid, Masya Allah, ada bintang lagi, okay, Ustaz Mursyid from CFS. Maybe Dr. Brother Ahmad Muslim, iPhone user, ada cahaya, ada. There's a sun behind the clouds. Maybe in the times in Pahang, we are now in the monsoon. So hopefully this brings brightness or maybe sunshine. I think that's what's mentioned here by iPhone. Dr. Sadiq, I remember Dr. Sadiq, I think we had some work together before this. Okay, thank you very much. So I hope this kind of engagement. If you have anything, please unmute and ask me, so that everyone can have good knowledge, inshallah. Now, so today's session is about essential video editing skills for e-learning lecturers. This was the topic given to me by CPD. What we will cover today here has been outlined by Dr. Malik. He himself messaged me asking what we would want to cover in this session. We are down undergrads. Okay. All right. So what we will cover today first is apply basic video editing techniques. I've highlighted in red, hoping that this is basic. So if you have maybe moderate knowledge to expert, maybe this would be a refresher, and hopefully you can also add and remind me or educate every one of us here if you have extra knowledge. That would actually enhance and enrich the session. Now, today we'll apply basic editing techniques, such as trimming, cutting, and sequencing. I'll be using an app that is free and available to every one of us. But yes, of course, apps that are free, they also have such paid versions to purchase certain added, for example, features and so on. But at default setting, it is free. Every one of us can use, and I'll show you using that application. Number 2, incorporate dynamic visual elements. So how we put text overlays, maybe use a bit of transition so that it creates a bit more engagement and so on. optimize audio tracks using clear voiceovers and background music. Now, I would recommend to use proper microphones. Sometimes, yes, we do understand that maybe our phones now have increased in its capacity or its ability to capture sound. But if you do have a dedicated microphone, you can actually, that allows you to move further away from the phone itself. So that's one of the added extra advantage. So I would recommend, and I'll show you those that I bring today in the office. And then what else? Yeah, develop a consistent editing style, maybe some visual branding. You want to put certain logos and so on. So somehow it shows some form of branding for your own personal branding, or maybe if it's for your department, or if you're in an NGO and so on. Okay. Now, implement efficient editing workflows to streamline the production of high quality videos. Sometimes people ask me, I am somebody who's, well, relatively active in TikTok. How come I am able to produce videos, maybe like 3 days, one video? One of the things is because once you have a workflow that is, you've already familiarized, so you do it daily, maybe weekly, and then now you are familiarized. You can actually do that within maybe less than 1 hour, together with all the editing and then posting it, uploading it to social media. So, but everything needs beginning from the planning, and then recording the video, editing is actually needs to be very minimal. So a good recorded video reduces the amount that is required in editing, especially with regards of the visual aspect, for example, the quality of the image of the person that you are recording and so on, even also the sound and audio. That's very important, I think, for a lecture and educational video. The sound quality is important so that the person can capture the details that we are delivering to them. Okay, so this will be followed. So with that, because I have organized my presentation following that flow, an efficient workflow, so that we will be able to produce, we can reduce the amount of editing later. Okay. Now, what we'll do is I'll show you the recording part first, and then maybe under recording, before we press that record button, it's best to plan. Well, if you're asking me about TikTok video, I don't really plan doing it on paper. But if we are doing a proper educational video, maybe we should start with storyboard and so on. I'll show you later, so that we can send the draft to maybe our colleagues, so that they can actually have a look before we press the record button, and then we think later what should be put in those videos. Okay, so planning, and then we will be using proper lighting. I've got everything here, and then sound, and then once we've record the video, we will do editing. So among the components that we'll be looking at is how to put the text, maybe changing the colors of the text, adding a bit of animation and so on. So overlay is adding another video or an image or any kind of graphic on top of the main video that we have. Some people, they call it B-roll. What's a B-roll is those times it originated from, well, the times where people use camera rolls. So the A-roll would be the main roll. Maybe if it's a talk head like this kind of video, for example, here, this is called a talking head. So myself, you see my face, I'm talking to you. And suddenly, if a video, I'm talking and explaining about, let's say, a condition of diabetes, and somehow I mentioned that one of the tests that needs to be conducted for people who are diabetic, we do HbA1c and so on. And suddenly there's a B-roll, or we call it an overlay of a video of a doctor taking the blood from that patient. So why is it called a B-roll? B-roll means another. So A is the main, B is another role to where they overlay that particular main video. So now they still use that. to show it's of another kind of video to complement whatever you are speaking behind. Okay, so I'll show you that also, overlay, how to do that. And finally, cutting and trimming the videos so that we can actually remove those unwanted maybe scenes or unwanted videos. And sometimes maybe we have filler words and we want to remove those filler words so that it's a nice kind of script being delivered. Okay. And finally, how to publish, choosing the proper file types, the aspect ratio. If you publishing it to YouTube, usually it will be a landscape 16:9 ratio. If you're using formats like TikTok, nowadays even Instagram Reels, it's more of a portrait format. So we need to also make sure that our videos are being earlier edited following that particular aspect ratios. Yeah, platforms, each platform has its even different ways of engagement and so on, even its target audience. So we also need to have that in mind. Okay. Now, so what will be the editing software that we'll use? So I'll use CapCut and Canva because these are the ones that is free. Okay. So I hope that you can while I'm talking here, you can also use your, if you're not using your phone for the Zoom call, maybe you can install CapCut. So Canva, you can use it on your desktop, but for CapCut, I'll be using mobile CapCut. There is a desktop version, but it's a bit different. CapCut started as a mobile apps editing, and it's very easy, and it's a friendly. The user interface is very friendly, and because of the format itself is mobile, so you can actually edit anywhere you are. So you don't have to be in front of a desktop and then do the editing. So I'll not be showing you the editing using my desktop. So that's why I said that I'll have another iPad. So because the interface for desktop and the mobile version is totally, well, not totally different, but I think more than 50% different. So I want to show you the CapCut in the version that I use for editing my own videos. Okay, now, so the first part is about recording. So before we record, it is best to have proper lighting. You might believe that this is a good lighting, but it might be okay for a Zoom call like this. But for a proper recording, it should be better because we could assume that the videos will be watched using, for example, 4K videos and proper big resolution videos. Monitors and televisions, smart TVs, and so on. So if we are recording with minimal light and less light, then the quality of for example, the person and anything that you're showing wouldn't be as good. So that's why proper lighting has always been important, especially if it's in a room, even though you have this minimal light, but sometimes there is also difference. I'll show you later on the effect of different lightings. Okay, so let's start with lighting. And so for the theory part, this is the optimal, the ideal setup. So you have a key light. Ni bukan wajib, but this is recommended. So you have key light in a 45-degree angle. Sambil tu I'll show you. Oh yeah. I'll change if you can pin my video, or I'm not sure whether if the admin can do that. Yeah. If you can pin my video. Okay. My video, I have two profiles. There's two more. My iPad's name is Muhammad Ashraf. I'm not sure. But if you can pin Muhammad Ashraf Rostam, where you can see this picture of my laptop here. Can someone maybe respond something? Can you see? So can you pin that video? So I'll be showing the lighting that I have. So this is my key light. Yes, doctor. Okay, thank you, sir. Sister Nurishi. Sister Nurishi is from library. So here is the key light, which is usually being put at a 45-degree angle. Okay. Ini murah saja. This is relatively cheap. So, and then you have a backlight. I have this backlight here. This is actually more of a practical lighting. A backlight should be light that is, if you can see from that I'm showing you, one light that gives you that fills the light to the back of that person. Why is this important? It's because the backlight, when you have this key light, you will get some shadows, and then sometimes the back is too dark. So you want the backlight to give, to show as if it's a border, to separate that particular person from your background. So that's the reason why you have a backlight. So I will be using my table, not a table lamp, this will be my bedside lamp. Temporary, my wife gives me permission. So I'll use that. And then you have here a fill light. So once you have a key light here, the reason we want a key light is, yes, to have a good amount of light to our face, and then to get some shadow so that you give some depth to it. You see that person in a 3D kind of a dimension. So sometimes if the light is too bright, you can actually it becomes a bit darker here. So then you will need another key fill light here just to fill in, not that much intensity. If you see the image here, so very light intensity to just cover the part that is too dark. Okay. Now, yeah, this is my home studio, a very minimal setup. This is when we did from our department the stunting project, but we hired professional people working in the industry, so you can actually see the setup with the green screen. I have my own green screen here. Just to, after this we'll make use of it. But this is actually a room from the Department of Audiology. This is a sound insulated room. So somehow that particular time the room was not used. So we asked permission whether we can do the recording here. So you can actually also see here there's lighting to provide what do you call that? An equally kind of lighted green screen, because you also want that so that you can remove the background later on. Okay, I'll show you the example later, but that's why there is also lighting here. So you can see this is the key light and the fill light to cover some of the darkness here. And this is not this also is a kind of to create that backlight effect, so that this lady, Sister Hanis, is separated from the background. Okay, now this is me using my minimal setup. Okay, so you can actually see before and after. These are some of the videos I took from YouTube, but the same room, the same person, but with different lighting conditions, it changes a lot. Okay, now let's do some practical, whereby I'll do I hope everyone is still here, and I'll show you some practical. These are all not expensive stuffs, and but if you have some more budget, you can buy proper ones. Let me Cybertrack. Okay, so I will do 2 types of recording, and then I'll send it to my laptop for you to see the difference between the two, with lighting and without lighting. So I'll record one and without the audio, and then after this I'll switch off my lights and switch on all these lighting that I've shown you earlier. Oh, I also have another one. Let me show you another lighting that I'll show you later. Maybe I'll show you later. A lighting that creates that kind of purple color and increases the depth of color or lighting in that particular video. Okay, so if you can still see me now, I've changed to another view angle. So I'll be using my phone as the camera. And then, yeah, okay. Sekejap. I'll first I'll first record without any lighting and without the microphone. So I'll show you. So I'll show you about the storyboard after this, but this will be the script for this particular video that I'll be taking. Okay. All right. Maintaining good health starts with proper nutrition and assessing your nutritional status. Let's break it down using the ABCDE approach. Okay, so that is the first video. Now I'll switch on. I'll attach with the microphone, and then I will now switch off the lights. So the idea is because we want to control all the light sources. So you have to switch off the lights that you don't want. If you still have the lights from the ceiling, you wouldn't actually be seeing the lights coming from your controlled lights. For example, the key light, the fill light, and so on. Okay. So now I can actually use this one, change the camera. Okay. All right, so I'll switch on that one. And yeah, the other one that I just mentioned is this light. This I bought 10 ringgit at a warehouse in Kuantan called Cowboy. So 10 ringgit. Usually they use it to put at tom yum stalls. So you can actually use that to increase a bit of lighting, providing that depth. So now this is the setup. So I'm not sure whether you can see when you are using a webcam, it actually increases the ISO where it tries to capture as much as light. So you can actually differentiate. But if you can see here, when you do proper recording, you can actually see the difference. But here, if you see my face, there is a bit of dark here. So
Sorry,
now
doctor. We cannot see you. We just see the NSA storyboard.
Oh, okay. Is it? Anyone else?
I can see you, doctor. I can see your storyboard as your slide, and then another image in the room that you have switched off the room lights, right? And then you have your 3 lights there, right?
Yeah. So I think maybe the person who has just asked me just now, maybe you can pin. It's according to your Zoom layout. So what you can do is you pin my image. So there's Muhammad Ashraf Rostam, pin that image. Did you get that? Yeah, side by side view. Yes. So, okay. So did you manage to do that? Okay, yes, okay. Yes, so I'm not sure the person. Okay, but hopefully that solves the problem because you actually need to
Okay, yes. Already.
Okay, done.
Thank
All
you.
right. Okay, alhamdulillah. Okay. Now, where was I? Yeah, okay. So I wanted to tell you about the shadow. So now the key light has filled in this part, and the plan was to get that a bit of a 3-dimension, but sometimes it creates that too dark to this part. So I'll switch on my here. See. So this is before. Sorry. This is before. Too dark. Yeah, so that fills up a bit. If you have a ring light that can actually, you can control the intensity, so you can reduce it a bit, turn it down, or maybe you can increase it a bit. So it depends on how much you want it to look. Okay.
So doctor,
Now,
sorry, those are the backlights, right? You have your
This is
backlight
no
behind, the back, or different lights.
different light. So this is a ring light. So this is meant to be the fill light. I'll show you again the presentation. So this is meant to be the fill light over here.
The round one.
Yeah, the round one here that I'm holding is to play the role as the fill light. So if you look at the top view, the key light is this one over here. The big light that I showed you just now, coming from a 45-degree angle towards my face. And then the fill light is just to fill in this shadow.
Okay.
The backlight, if you can see the table or the bed lamp over there.
Okay.
Okay. So one of the reasons is that if it's too dark, maybe the reason of the backlight is to create an effect that to separate my body to the background. Sometimes they have lights quite similar to this one, or the lights that gives that kind of focuses to the body. So you can use similarly following this kind of setup. Okay.
Well, you
But
don't
the
need
idea.
you don't need the
So-
green background, doctor. The green one on it, right?
Depends if you don't want this background, then you can use the green screen so that you can change whatever the background that you want to be seen. I'll show you later on how to use this green screen. But for example, if you just want a setup like this in a room, for example, in your office, you have, or maybe in a lab setting, and you also still want people to see some of the background. So this could be a setup that you can use. If the green screen is meant to remove whatever background, you want that because maybe you want to layer an image of outside, maybe in the hospital and so on, which I'll use later after this. You can use a green screen. So that's the reason we will be using green screen. Okay.
Ashraf,
Yes.
if possible, maybe you can switch off the backlight so we can see the differences, if possible.
Oh, the background, eh? Yeah. So
Okay,
now
we can see the difference, yes.
okay. So now it kind of sort of looks too dark. You can actually so by using this webcam from the camera, you can actually see much difference, but there is a difference if you are recording and then later on looking at the recorded video using phone. So, but still here you can see, right? Who was talking just now? Maybe the person. So this is the difference. If you don't have any backlight, so now even if I switch on the light, this one, I'll switch off.
Or the Tom Yum stall light.
Yeah, the Tom Yum stall light. I switch off. Okay. It is plastic. It is not the normal one. It's actually plastic. Inside it's LED. So it's 10 ringgit. Those people in Kuantan, you can buy in Cowboy. So this is the setup. Even this, if you're happy with this, it's okay. You can actually use it. But you can also follow this, the one that I've shown you. Okay, so now I'll switch on everything. Okay, and I'll do the recording using the audio together with all the lighting. Just give me a moment. Okay, Bismillah. What was the script just now? Just have a look at the script again. Okay. Oh, sorry, my field light. Okay, I'll just change the camera so that you can see and follow. Oh, there's the ring light here, blocking the view, but hopefully you can see me doing the. And maybe I'll just just now I was closer, but now I'll be a bit further away from the. Yeah. Okay.
Excuse me, doctor. Do you need some like sounds absorber something, because sometimes people next to your door doing some noises? Is that required?
The best is a fully insulated kind of room. But nowadays, it's really hard to get that optimal setup. But nowadays, most of even the not cheap but relatively cheap microphone has built-in noise cancellation. For example, the one that I'm using, and even you can do that post-processing during the editing part. You can remove noise, so those ambient noises, or we call it white noises, can be easily removed. But if it's noises that is too loud, it's very hard to remove. So then you will maybe, for example, you're doing it in your home office, you have kids outside, so then it's very hard. But if you just if it's just fan, or maybe very minimal sound that is white noise or ambient noise, consistent same noises, that can be removed by using the post-processing, editing, or AI. So we have come to that level. So that is my response to that question.
Because our aircon also quite noisy also in our office.
Yeah, actually in my room, I have some ambient sound from the aircon. So I hope that the video just now, that the first video that captures that sound. And I'm not sure whether you can detect it when you are using a laptop with normal speaker, but if you are using headphones, you can totally detect the sound. So, but whatever it is, I'll try to record first and see. Okay, so maintaining good health. Okay. Maintaining good health Maintaining good health starts with proper nutrition and assessing your nutritional status. Let's break it down to the ABCDE approach. Okay, so that is 2 videos. I'll send it to my laptop and then we will see the difference between the 2. Okay, sekejap, I'll show you. Then I'll change my camera. Okay.
You just record using your mobile phone, just the normal recorder.
Sorry. Yeah. I record using my iPhone, using the built-in what is called camera app of the iPhone. So now what I'm doing is I want to send an AirDrop. AirDrop is a system by iPhone to send my file to my laptop. Okay, so bear with me.
Doctor, what's the
Okay.
name of your microphone that you're using?
Sorry. My microphone?
What's the name?
Okay, it is Amgras. This is somewhere in the range price of 120, where it is actually relatively cheap compared to a proper, and it's mobile, it's plug and play. For example, you can see that I just plugged in and then it's ready to use. You don't need to do any setting. So it also comes in with what you call that, built-in noise cancellation. Sorry? Yeah, built-in
So Amgras, you have 2 devices, right? One is the
the
recorder,
receiver.
the other is the USB port.
Yeah, this is the receiver.
Okay.
And then this is we call it transmitter. Yeah, transmitter is the mic. So whereby you can see here is the mic, and it transmits to this receiver, which I'm using the lightning part to my iPhone. It is also comes compatible with Type-C and so on. Okay.
Yeah, good if like doctor can list down the items so that we are novice, we don't know.
Yes, I can do that.
Easy for us to follow.
Yeah.
Amateur and novice.
Yes, I can do that. I don't want to specify certain brands, so that's the reason also. But yes, I can show you the ones that I use. Now I will, if you still can see my screen, I am transferring the video that I've just made to my what you call that, presentation, and so that we can see and assess the difference between the 2 videos being recorded using the same phone and camera.
How do you copy paste? How do you copy paste your video from your video to your slide? Just copy paste like that?
Yes. So I transfer it. So just now I sent the video that I recorded from my iPhone to my MacBook using an AirDrop. So you can use any kind of software, maybe attach file using email or WhatsApp, and then I paste it in. I just copy and drag onto the slide here. This is a Keynote, a similar version of PowerPoint that is for Mac computers. So it's kind of like a PowerPoint, but the name is Keynote. So I'll change the poster frame so that it is the same for both. Okay. All right. I hope this also shares sound. I'll play it first.
No sound, doctor.
Dia tak keluar sound eh?
Yeah, no sound.
All right, so I'll just stop sharing again and then I'll share once again because sometimes it doesn't, I might have missed share sound. Okay, yeah. So audio desktop one, share. Okay, Bismillah. Share my screen. You can see my screen, right? Okay.
Yes, can see, but no sound yet.
Maintaining good health and sorry, what was it? Okay. Maintaining good health starts with proper nutrition and assessing your nutritional status. Let's break it down to the ABCDE approach. Okay, so that is the first video. Maintaining good health starts with proper nutrition and assessing your nutritional status. Let's break it down using the ABCDE approach. Okay, so which one do you prefer?
The one with the many lights.
The Tom Yum, Tom Yum
Tom Yum
lights,
light. Are you
Okay.
using two devices, doctor, at the same time? Because you have two different videos here.
Sorry, what was again?
From two video recorder or just one video recorder that produce two videos?
Just one.
One.
So
One
this
with
is, yeah.
Tom Yum light, the other one is without Tom Yum light.
Yes, this one, both of the videos were recorded by using the same iPhone, and the variables that changed was only the lighting and even the sound. If you just now, I noticed that the second one, the one that I'm circling, this one, you can listen. You can actually detect a bit that sound of the aircon, and this is actually closer to the iPhone. If I were further from the iPhone, my voice would be a bit more slower, and then the aircon sound would increase because it's trying to capture whatever sound is inside this room. So the noises will increase. But for when you are using a microphone, if it's sometimes it's attached to a lavalier mic. Lavalier mic are those mics that are wired. Maybe you put it inside your body, and then to kind of you don't want to show it hidden. So then that one also closer to the mouth, it captures directly to the microphone, then a better sound system. But after this, we will edit so that it be more clear and better audio. But now, let's see everyone's Tom Yum video better. Okay, Tom Yum
Yes,
campur.
Tom Yum likes better.
Okay, all right, thank you very much. Okay, so now, so this is the effect of lighting. So that kind of proves that if you can spend a bit, then you can actually achieve this effect, inshallah. So these are all relatively cheap. There are better products which can actually increase the quality of your video. Okay, so I hope, yes.
Because if you go to like studio, they will make up you. But in this case, you don't have to make up yourself, right?
Yes, I'll show you a trick also after this. My face ni ada biasalah jerawat-jerawat time teenager. And I'll show you CapCut allows you to filter, not too much. If you there's actually kind of a skill also. Too much makes you perfect face like a doll, but sometimes just to cover a bit the pori-pori itulah, the pores and so on. At least so that you don't need to do makeup. Sometimes you can actually change the color, brighten up your teeth. So somehow makeup is no need because of the power of AI. Okay.
Only the old studio require makeup first before the
True,
shooting.
true. Yeah. But then if you can make up first, then no need to do post-processing. So that's again, when you start with proper quality, it reduces the amount of editing and so on. Yeah, it's called it filter, Dr. Ala. Yeah, thank you. Dr. Norviza say, yes, please share the no makeup tips. Yes, everyone needs this. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so that covers that one.
How to filter to look young, not too fat, not too old.
Actually, the question is actually you can using CapCut, you can actually reduce. You want your face to look a bit more slimmer. Everything can be done. So I'll show you later on. And if you buy and some features, this is the catch. You have to pay. So that's why when you want advanced kind of editing, you just have to pay, and then you can become more handsome and so on. Dr. Ashraf is more handsome in Tom Yum Pitch. Thank you. Who's it? Is it Dr. Dijani? Okay. Prof. Saimi dan handsome. It should be fine. Wow, mashallah. Oh, so the person who asking is Prof. Saimi, All right. Thank you, Prof. Okay, now, so now everyone agrees for this setup. So I'll then continue with this setup throughout our session. Okay, so audio, I think I've covered, but maybe the one that I mentioned just now, maybe if I can just continue again, showing you this. This is when you buy or purchase this arm grass, you will also get this, what do you call this? This casing, which is actually to charge everything. So you put inside the case. So it says here 81%, meaning you have still power about 81 to charge the both one device. Actually, the receiver doesn't need any this also needs battery or power, so it charges, and then you can bring it everywhere. So this is just for one transmitter, meaning one mic. You can also buy another one that is a bit more longer, where there is two mics and one receiver. So yeah, this is the audio that you can also use. I think this is one of the kind of relatively cheap and easy to use, this brand. If you buy too cheap, sometimes the battery, it cannot be used too long, and maybe it's not that good. So from what I have a more expensive one, but that one needs a bit more complicated to set up, but the quality is better. But in terms of it, because that one is an older kind of product, but it has stand for quite some time. I think more than 5 years, still okay. A brand called Saramonic. But if you wanna use something that can maybe last you 2 years, I think this one is okay.
Doctor,
Minimum 1 year to
excuse me.
2 years. Yeah. Yes,
Doctor,
please.
can we because we are not native speaker, do
Yeah.
you have the application that when we speak like the native, even our English is not perfect like the native. Is there any software when our sounds to be like the native speaker?
Nowadays they have AI to change our speech, but I think the aim is you talk. I haven't used it, but I have seen people using it. So for example, changing from English to Germany and Arabic and so on. I've seen people using it, but I have not explored that. But I know that you can do that. You can change. So the person talks in, even if you go to a very known YouTuber called Marcus Brownlee. So its channel is MKHB. You can actually choose the language that you want. So he talks in English, but you can choose. Before this, we can choose the subtitle. Either you choose the Chinese or whatever subtitle that you want, Malay and so on. but now you can change the language. So somehow the MKHB is talking in other languages.
MPHB,
let me.
is this a software or is this an app?
This is a YouTuber.
Oh,
So
YouTuber,
he's
MKB.
so MKBHD. He's a YouTuber. He's a Black American, and he is a tech YouTuber with millions of followers, reviews on tech products. But now what I wanted to share to you is that now his videos you can actually watch in different languages. So he's talking in French, but he started off with talking just in English. Okay. So that is addresses to your question, Prof. Okay. Now, if I'll move on to now we completed about audio. So hopefully, the lesson here is that using mic can give you so much benefit. Okay. So let's go to planning before we I've recorded an example of the video, but I'll show you some planning that we can do before conducting all this, like recording the videos. Now, one of the ways in the film industry, they use storyboards. Before, it's kind of like a proposal that we often do, but these are to showcase everything so that everyone in the team, the production team, the audio team, and so on, can give input to improve the whole film before they start to shoot. So for example, here, what happens in the first scene, and then it enters into the second one, and so on. So we also can do this in educational videos. So maybe what is in the first scene, and then the second scene, and so on. So let's say that this is one of my lectures under the topic of nutritional status assessment. I only teach one topic because I'm not a dietitian or a nutritionist. I'm a medical lab scientist. So I teach those basic medical sciences. So my part is about biochemical data. So let's say we want to convert this into an educational video. So I would make this into 3 scenes, for example. The first is introduction to what is NSA, or nutritional status assessment. So the second part is the complications. So let's say if a person doesn't address or doesn't really take care of the diet, this can lead towards complications. And then maybe another is about examples of the biochemical data, the lab tests that we can do to assess and measure some of the biochemical markers. For example, the lipid profile. Okay, so we want to change this into a video. So let's start with the storyboard for the 3 scenes. This is the one that I started earlier on about the what you call that, the introduction to NSA. So the script was maintaining good health starts with proper nutrition, and assessing nutritional status is key. So let's break it down with the ABCD approach. And then the graphics, we want it to have maybe a text overlay. So while I was saying ABCDE, so it appears something like this. So this is a cartoon that I drew using my iPad. So if you you can't draw, just use Stickman, or maybe just paste using Canva. You can do a storyboard using that, and so on. After this, I'll add another scene where I'll say A stands for anthropometry, measuring body size, and then so that the graphic that will appear is an image of a scale, a measuring scale, and a measuring tape. So I'll show you later on using Canva to search for those images and save it as a transparent background so that we can push it up in a video like this. So it appears maybe rising up in a form of animation, okay? And finally, in another scene, I'll say B stands for biochemical assessment, which is the lab test that show nutrient levels in your blood. So I wouldn't, for this exercise, we don't go until C, D, E. Just for example, A and B. Okay. So what happens for B? We want a video cut, meaning so overlay an image of a doctor taking a blood. So that I'll also use Canva to search for videos of a doctor taking blood, so that then we convert and use it in CapCut to make this overall scene. Okay. So the second part in the storyboard about the complications. So these are the script. It's a bit lengthy. Maybe I'll just cut short, very simple ones. But here is where we will use the green screen. So I have it here, the green screen, and we'll make use of this green screen and remove the green screen, replacing it with a hospital background, showing as if I am in a hospital. And then I'll appear when I say in the second scene, I'll say figure A shows a healthy artery. Then we will create that image to appear, whereby my hand shows the figure A. Okay. All right. And then we will finally we will do a screen record of, let's say, one of the resources that students can use. For example, this one is a CPG. I think, I'm not sure. This is the quite well read 2017 clinical practice guidelines, whereby I am talking. We have a video frame here in circle. This is to somehow I'm speaking, and then this is recorded, pre-recorded. Kind of I'm showing the PDF document. So and then maybe highlighting some of the important parts here. Okay, so that's the graphic and in line with the script. Okay, so this is our plan for this particular storyboard. So once we have done, maybe before we record, we will show it to content expert and so on. Because, for example, some of our students, before they did this, we always check with content experts so that whatever that they will plan to produce needs to be checked before it being created. Okay. Okay. Any questions so far? All good?
Just now you mentioned your slide, you pre-recorded, mean that before you have recorded yourself as in the cartoon. So this slide already pre-recorded. You mentioned pre-recorded, mean that you upload during the video shooting, or these two videos?
Oh, no.
Fine.
No, I mentioned about this part for this particular scene. What we will maybe here, so we will record this part. This person will be me in the video. I'll say this script. I'll say, so let's have a look at the 5th edition of CPG, Management of Dyslipidemia. And then there's another, and then also I'll say this script. Dyslipidemia refers to the following lipid levels. So that is one video. Another video is me screen recording my desktop, whereby I'll open my the page of this. This is a PDF page. Maybe I can show it here. I'll show you later on. But it is a PDF, and then I'll scroll the PDF. But during that time, I switch on screen record, so it records whatever is within the window of my desktop. So that it's as if I am in the lecture and showing whatever is on the PDF. At the same time, we will combine it with the video of my face saying the words here in the script. Does that make is that okay? Clear, Prof?
Yeah. So another word, just like we are using Zoom. So
Yeah,
while
true.
you show your slide, and then you at the same time you show your material, right?
Yes, true.
But this one in the shooting format, not the live format, right?
Yes, true. So you can also, some people also use Zoom, but then you wouldn't, if you Zoom, because of the thing, if you are talking about the lighting and so on, maybe you would have difficulties in doing so. So here, maybe you want to shoot somewhere else. You can have the more of a freedom to choose the person talking. So in Zoom, maybe you'll use the webcam, and then whatever you play the slides and you're talking. But if you do it separately, you can actually change the look and then edit and maybe get rid of the filler words. So the video is more smoother and looks more prepared compared to doing it live. Maybe we cannot edit and so on. Maybe we can do it later on and edit, but so that would be some of the pros and cons of doing this practice. Okay. Thank you so much, Prof, for the
Okay.
questions.
For all this while, like myself, using just the Zoom.
Okay, yeah,
So
yeah.
we recorded the Zoom and then, of course, no editing, just, record, save, and then share.
Okay, yeah. So this is another option where I can show you some of the ways that we can add to that previous practice. Yes, pre-recorded versus live. Yeah, true. Okay, so let's move. We have another 1 hour, only 1 hour left. I hope we have still have time. Okay, so now we record video. I've shown you the recorded video. Yeah, so now let's edit the video. Okay, I'll now move to my iPad, which I have it here, and I will I will now stop sharing my screen so that I will allow my iPad to share the video. Sekejap, so these are the challenges of doing online, but inshallah we can do this. I will send the video that I recorded just now to my iPad. So we choose the Tom Yum video. So I'll use that one and send it to my iPad. So whilst that, I'll change also my camera so that you can also see what I'm doing. Okay. All right. So now, bear with me. iPad. Okay. Okay, so it's airdropping. It requires a bit more time. AirDrop means it's sending from this iPhone to my iPad. So it's a bit slow because this iPad is not the latest version. Okay, so I'll be sending that here and then I'll share my content. Okay. Using this screen, I've switched on this one. So just a bit. Okay, is it sent? Okay. Okay, tak apa. All right. I'll share my content. Sekejap ya, just okay, complete. All right. Okay, now share content. All right. Now for those okay, so I hope you can see my screen. If you just now you pin to somebody else, I hope now you can see I'm sharing a screen from my iPad where I'll open the CapCut. Can you see me my
Yeah, I can see
iPad?
another screen.
Okay.
One is you are talking screen, and the one is you're sharing.
All right, okay.
Your iPad, right? Yeah.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So, okay, now what I'll do is I open up the CapCut. This is the application at CapCut. So now we press new project. Okay. I'll just bring this down so that you can actually see. So we'll choose this video. Ooh. And then press add. Now it opens up. This is the interface. I'm sorry if there's movement, but I'm trying to put this video.
Dr.
So
Ashraf,
this can. Yes.
the iPad version, is it considered a desktop version or a mobile version?
No, it is a mobile version. Yeah, the iPad is a mobile version. Desktop version is different. It's meant for only either Mac or PC. The iPad is still mobile. Yeah.
Okay, but you mentioned either one is better than the other. So I think a desktop, is it desktop or mobile though is better?
Because I started off using mobile, so somehow it's a bit more kind of faster using the mobile version. Desktop version usually has more complexity. There's a lot of there's more of functions and so on. But in terms of the position of the kind of the what do you call that, the features and so on, it's a bit more not complicated, but more things to choose from.
Right? More features.
More features, yeah. So more features. So mobile is enough for us for like minimal use. So desktop, I think, is more of professional, because they spend most time maybe in front of the desktop doing editing. But for us, mobile is totally enough, and sometimes we don't even use most of the features. So yeah. Okay, so let me just see whether there's questions. Please write the name of the application. Yeah, the name is CapCut, as being mentioned by Dr. Azrin Abdullah. So it's CapCut. If you yeah, it's CapCut. If you're using Android or Apple, you can find the same names, CapCut. Okay. Now I will show you two things. One is you can see on the iPad, and maybe the other one I can show you. The camera is showing the iPad that I'm using. Okay, maybe I'll just switch off this light and use a normal light, because there's too much glare to the iPad. Where is it? Oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, I think because okay, now what I'll do, I can do this. I'll keep this. This needs to be hidden. Okay, now it's hidden. Okay, now I have created a new project, and then I have placed it into here. So what happens if you have added one video, it enters here. Okay, so I'll play this video. Maintaining good health Maintaining good health starts with proper nutrition and assessing your nutritional status. Let's break it down to the ABCDE approach. Okay. All right. So you can see. Did you detect the sound of the aircon? Can you detect the sound of the aircon?
No.
Oh, tak dengar. All right. I'll play again. Oh, tak dengar. I'll play it again. Maintaining good health Maintaining good health starts with proper nutrition and assessing your nutritional status. Okay, tak apa. It's okay, because I was for this, if you are using an AirPod or what you call that, headset, you can actually detect the noise, the sound. But because I use, yes, a slight hum. Thank you very much. There's a slight hum. But now, because I want to remove the sound, so what I'll do is, before I cut and split any of the here, so what I want to do first is I want to remove any noise, and I want to edit the clarity of the sound. Okay, so what I will be doing is, if you can see here, I'll go to the, wait, how should I, yeah. I'll go, if you can see, there is in the lower panel, okay, yeah, lower panel here, you can scroll and, sorry, you have to press first this part. So you press the video, meaning now this is the video section that you want to edit. So now it highlights. You can see that there's a white border around it. If you don't click it, then it's not being selected. So for example, now it's not selected. So you select first. Now you can see the bar here, and you can reduce or smaller, because if you have so many clips, it will add up. it wouldn't shorten the clip yet, but it just in terms of appearance, now it's shorter. Okay. So now the first thing is to press, and then we want to change the quality of the sound, or we can actually also increase the volume. Okay, so what I'll do is that I'll show you down here. You can find volume. See, again, I'll show you again. So I've clicked the part and then go to volume here, and then it appears volume. You can increase the volume. Maybe not too much until 1000. It can increase, it's too loud.
Maintaining good health and, sorry, what was it? Okay. Maintaining good health starts with proper nutrition and assessing your nutrition.
Oh, that's better, doctor.
Yeah.
Because now your voice is moderate. Now it's clearer with the very like commercial voice.
Okay. Yeah. So
Better.
now if I've increased the sound, you can now detect the hum as mentioned by Dr. Aznan just now. So everything increases in volume, including the noise at the back. But after this, we'll clean it. Okay. But now we just want to increase all of the volume. I'll show you the difference between the original one and the increased volume. So this was original.
Maintaining good health and, sorry, what was it? Okay. Maintaining good health starts with proper nutrition and assessing your nutritional.
Okay, that was the original. Now I will bring it to a higher volume.
Maintaining good health and, sorry, what was it? Okay. Maintaining good health starts with proper nutrition and assessing your nutritional status. Let's break it down to the A, B, C, D, E approach.
Okay, so we want to clean this. What I'll do is, again, this one is okay. We have increased volume, so get rid of that. And then we go to here. It is called reduce noise. Yeah. Oh, but it is a pro version. I think previously it wasn't a pro version. But again, tak apa, we'll just proceed. It's now pro, meaning we have to pay. Before this, also the subtitle or the caption is also free. Now they have started to
Pro
make.
version mean doctor you have to purchase, right? You have to subscribe.
You have to purchase. Yeah, true. For at least for 1 month. I
Okay.
think 1 month is around 20 ringgit. So let's say you have done all the video editing, every single thing in 1 month. So you can do it in just 1 month. So that is by having a proper planning, doing the storyboard, and making sure that everything falls in within 1 month period. Then we can do the buy, and then make sure that within 1 month we settle everything. Okay. So again,
to slower your intonation. Just now you talk normal intonation. So if you want to slow it further, ladies.
What do you mean slower?
Mean to say
okay.
now your normal pace like of speaking, right? You want to make slower. Now
Yeah,
I
we
would like
can
to show you like slower. Can you add
okay.
any app?
We can doing the speed. So we don't want too much slow, because when sound slows, it will reduce the pitch, and the more slower it becomes a bass sound now and so on. But you speed up, the pitch increases, so we don't want that. But at least if you reduce around maybe a slight 5 or 1%, maybe it reduce. I'll just do that as an experiment. So so I click again. So move to speed. Here it says speed. So in the lower panel, so you can see speed. And here is, so you click this part. And then, so now we are at 1 time, meaning the normal speed. So maybe as an experiment, reduce it to 0.8 and see if there is any difference. So now just, so we'll play again.
Maintaining good health and, sorry, what was it? Okay. Maintaining good health starts with proper nutrition and assessing your nutritional status. Let's break it down to the A, B, C, D, E approach.
Yeah, now like documentaries.
Like
Yeah.
so you can actually detect. So that was a 0.8 times. So maybe if you are too fast, or maybe then you can reduce it, or maybe if you're too slow. So because we are memorizing the script, you can increase the speed a bit. So then it becomes like a normal pace. So we can play around, but to answer, yes, we can do that. Okay. So I want to just now. So now I don't want it to be that slow, because I think my pace is not that is okay. So I'll just back. Sorry, I'll just undo. So if you can see, there's a button here that allows you to undo. So this is the button. Just undo. So now it has undo whatever that I did. The speed, if you saw just now, it says speed now is normal. So again, I'll click this video section, and now we were in the midst of changing or removing the noise. So I'll go back to the, okay, you can see. So I'll go back to here, reduce noise. So I'll click on reduce noise, and then it only has this option. So click this part.
Nutritional status. Let's break it down to the A, B, C, D, E approach.
Okay.
Maintaining good health Maintaining good health starts with proper nutrition and assessing your nutritional status.
Okay, that cleans up a bit the sound. Okay, so that is what you can do to first clean up the sound, and now we will go to editing. Okay, so now the first thing that needs to be done is to remove those unwanted scripts and unwanted parts. For example, we don't want the part where I mistakenly said.
Maintaining good health Maintaining good health starts with.
Okay, so the first part does not sound Australian at all. Okay, yeah, I should study more in Australia maybe. Okay, so so the first part here, so click again, it's being highlighted. So let's split. So the first part was wrongly done. Click on split here, say split. So now you can see that there's two sections, or there's two parts of it. They are now split. And then what you can, am I sharing? Oh, I'm sharing the iPad. So what you can do is click the part that you want and try to play first.
Proper nutrition and assessing your nutritional.
Okay, so I cut it too much. So I need the earlier parts again. So remove the part that you don't want. So this the first part, remove it, because we think that should be removed. So delete. There's a delete button here, and you delete. So now try to play the one that is still
proper
available.
Nutrition and assessing your nutritional status.
Okay, I have cut too much. So again, click, and I can still take up or reintroduce the ones that have been removed by clicking on this part and stretch it. So you can see there's that, it says 10.5 seconds, meaning the whole frame or the whole part of the video now increases, especially in the early parts. So now we increase. So let's say now.
Starts with proper nutrition and assessing your.
Okay, I think we need to increase more. We started a bit.
Good health starts with proper nutrition.
Okay, maybe more.
Maintaining good health starts with proper nutrition.
Okay, so I think that's better. Start and begins at the place that we want. Maybe just a bit. 11.5, 1 second. 0.1.
Maintaining good health starts with.
Yeah. So that one is perfect. So now we've got that part, and then let's see where it ends. Okay, we don't want that part.
CDE approach.
Okay, stop. So then Okay, yes, somebody was talking.
Can you quickly repeat the part where you split and cut the section that you don't want?
Okay, so how do you cut is by here, for example. So you highlight. So you press first the part that the video that you want, and then you have to identify which area or which second that you want to split. For example, you want to, I'll show you at the back here. So I don't want this part. So I want to remove the part where I stop the video, right? So starting, I find by looking at this indicator, the line, the white line here, the part where I want to stop. Okay, so here is where I want to stop. So again, you place and click so that it highlights up, showing this section has been selected. And then you go to this, this option here. It says split. So you press split, and then what it happens is that now you see there is two sections, two new sections. This one is the one that you want to remain, and this one is one remove. So once the one that you want to remove, for example, I'll just play it. See, this one is the unwanted part. So now click it, and you will delete it by pressing this delete button, showing an infographic of a dustbin. So now it's gone. Okay, so now we have a clean video. Or this is called in the video editing is this in this area they call it the frame. So this is the frame. So let's play what we have done.
Maintaining good health starts with proper nutrition and assessing your nutritional status. Let's break it down to the ABCDE approach.
Okay, so how's that? Is
Maintaining-
it better? I hope it's. Oops. So now we have a clean frame, and we have removed the earlier part where I wrongly mentioned, and then we have removed the last part where I wanted to stop the video, right? My hand went out and then tried to stop, so we stopped that part. So now it's a clean. Okay, sekejap kita rest sekejap nak baca ni. Aizat Shamsuddin mentioned investment RM30 per month if your video can monetize and generate 100 ringgit per video, 3 months already covered. Yeah, true. Okay, so now we have covered that one. So based on our what you call that storyboard just now, we want to add the we want to add the the text overlay. So now we will add the text. Okay, sorry, I forgot. We want to filter. Yes, I remember Dr. Norafiza wanted us to filter our face. Okay, so what I'll do is so click again that the area, the frame. So there is a button. Wait, I'll get my pencil. Okay, so here is a button called retouch. So if you can see here, it's called retouch. Oh, not good. So there's glare. The iPad has glare. Oh, I'll switch off this also. Okay. Maybe I'll switch off the lights so that we don't get too much glare. Okay. Yeah, hopefully this is better. Okay. So now, okay. All right. So you can see that there's what it says here is retouch. So press retouch. Oh, doesn't want to. Okay, press retouch, and then there is here face and body. So remember, Prof mentioned whether we can be more thinner. So that one falls under body. Yeah. The other one is face. So to get rid of for your face to make it more smoother. Now it's zooming my face. So let's say now, so observe my face. You can't actually really see too much because when we took the video, I was that already far away. If my face is further or closer to the camera, maybe you can actually see the details. Okay, but again, if you wanna remove or make it a bit more smoother, so you can see there's here is the first is option says plump. So here is where we want to, let's say we want to make more thinner face. So you can actually make it more thinner. So can you see? So before is like this. Have I put the plump? Okay, sorry. Sekejap, eh? Yeah, it's thinner in terms of maybe the cheekbones there. Okay. Yeah, makeup. Yeah, it's makeup, bro. Okay. So let's say you want to smoothen your face. So press the smooth. So now the button highlights in another color, green color. So smooth will be applied. So you can increase. Now even my dimples are gone because it kind of smoothen our face, removing any kind of dark colors and so on. So with that, my face does look smooth, but some of the contours is gone. So let's say before, so if you want to undo again, I'll just press undo. You can actually see, right? Even the mustache is a bit more clearer. But let's say if I increase, so I'll just press again from 1 up until the highest amount of changes. So yes, the face is smooth, but well, it's no more natural. So let's say we want to choose this setting. Now just close it, and you can see my face a bit more, so smooth. Okay, so we've done that. Even you can actually change the brightening of your teeth. I'll just show you again. Retouch, face. Where was the brighten teeth? Yeah, whitening, white teeth. So now it's normal. So just observe my teeth color and increase it. Increase. Now it's like an advertisement for Darlie or whatever. So again, I'll just undo. Observe the teeth color. So this is yellowish and natural, but now if I increase, it becomes white. So let's say we want to stick with this, and now you can see, yeah, it's too much, but tak apalah, just to show the features that we have. Okay. All right, so we have done that. Maybe we have settled creating proper editing the face and so on. Now we want to add the text overlay. So let's say when I mentioned ABCDE.
Break it down to the ABCDE approach.
Okay, so I'll go to the indicator was when my thumbs were up, appeared. So maybe here.
Break it down to the ABC.
Okay. Now I will exit just now here, and then search for. It says text. Okay. Sorry, you have to go outside. Yeah. So this is the main options. You have the edit audio text overlay. Now we go to text. Okay, so press. Oh no! Actually, you have to unclick the video so that you get the text button to appear. Now make sure that the indicator line is at the section that you want, and then click text. Okay, so now you have multiple options: add text, add stickers, auto caption, text to audio, a text template, and so on. So now we want to have a basic addition of text. Just click the add text, and then we enter. So it says enter the text that we want. So maybe here I want to say ABCDE. So A, B, C, D, and E. Okay, so that is the basic editing the text. So we want it to reposition somewhere. So let me just, yeah, maybe down here. Yes. I don't know whether you can clearly see. Sorry. Okay. So now we have like this. Reposition, you can just press the text box and then reposition. Maybe here we have a space here. Okay, that looks nice. And then change the styles. So let's say you want to have some borders. So you have a wide range of options to choose from. For example, if you like maybe a bit of borders like this, you can use that. But if you don't like any borders like that, looks too old, you a fresher look like this, very minimalist and maybe a bit more professional. Or you want it to look like shadows, you click this one. Okay, so if you are satisfied with one of the options, click this button here, the tick button, showing that you agree to this one. Okay, now this is just appearing when you, so let's play this.
Let's break it down to the A, B, C, D, E approach.
Okay, so it appears just appearing like that. No, what do you call that? No animation yet. So we want to choose some animations or styles so that it appears more creatively or stylish, more with more style. So you can actually choose again the animation. So here again, I'll show you again. So if you see there's a button here, so you click that particular text, you click animations here. You can see that that logo, and then it pops up several range of animations that you can choose from. So let's say you want it to look like a typewriter, typing cursor, maybe corresponding to the way you are speaking. So you click that one, typing cursor. And you can actually choose
Break it down to the A, B, C, D.
Okay, you can actually choose the speed of it, whether faster or not. Okay, from scrolling this part. So let's say you are happy with this. So close it. And now we'll see, we'll play and see how it looks.
Let's break it down to the A, B, C, D, E approach.
Okay. Oh, somebody was asking, Dr. Said Ahmad Ali was asking, sorry, I just timed in, but I was online from the beginning. Is there any problem? Is there any problem?
No problem.
Okay. So, yeah, all right. Okay. Maybe, so just now we have chosen the, what you call that? We have chosen the ABCDE block, but it somehow appears a bit later than the words that I mentioned or the script. So we can change the position where that the words or the ABCDE appears. So click it again so that you can drag to another earlier position. So again, click if you have identified, and you can drag it a bit. So let's say now I've dragged it a bit more earlier. And now let's try and play from the beginning.
Maintaining good health starts with proper nutrition and assessing your nutritional status. Let's break it down to the A, B, C, D, E approach.
Okay, there's a bit lag because of the internet and so on. So that kind of affects if you see it, the sound, and at the same time the video. But I hope you get the idea. So you can move it and making sure that it corresponds to the whatever the speech that you're talking, and then when you want the overlay to appear. Okay, Is that all good for this part? For the text overlay part?
All good for me.
All right, okay, thank you very much. So now that covers one part of the text overlay. Okay, good. All right, okay. So hopefully you have covered, that is adding the text. Now what you can do is exploring the different types of animation, the different types of colors of text, and so on. So you can actually create or use it to rise up and so many other features. Okay, so that finishes up the text part. Okay, let's move on to using green screen and see how we can remove the background. So I want to, what should I do? I'll just go back and I'll stop sharing from my iPad, and I want to share from my, what you call that? Look, desktop. Okay, so bear with me. I'll share my screen again. I'm using the desktop together with sound. Okay, let's bring up my keynote again, and I'll change my camera to my FaceTime, or maybe the iPhone. Okay, let me just switch on the lights. Oh, sorry, this time I'll need all the lights. Okay, so now what we'll do, we'll move to the next storyboard. We want to see the use of this one, which I'll show you. Yes, the hospital background, the green screen, and then removing green screen. So what I'll need to do is I will record. I'll need to use my camera again, and I'll record at the green screen, and I'll send it and edit. Okay. So I'll show you using the camera. Cybertrack, this one. So I have a green screen there. Okay. And if you have a tripod, it's even better. But if you don't have a tripod, this is actually my chair. So you can just, if you have a small tripod like this, you attach it there. So before that, I'll have to connect my microphone because I'll be a bit more further away from the camera. So, and this is the mic. And this time I will record in a in a portrait format. Okay. So what I'll do is attach this. I'll put it here. Just acting as the tripod. If you have a proper tripod, then you can actually use it. But if you don't, just use whatever object that you have. So let me just see. Okay. So I'll be standing in front of the green screen and then recording and make sure every time that you are recording in front of a green screen, make sure that your body or your hands wouldn't go out from the green screen, or else when you remove or when you record, somehow you will crop the area outside the green screen, and then your hands wouldn't be appearing. So you want to be able to maintain your hands within the green screen area. Okay. And at the same time, when you are putting your camera, make sure also everything is positioned inside your body, the screen, in the green screen. Sorry. Okay. I hope you can see me. Yeah. Okay. So just tell me if there's any problems. Okay. So now I will try to record. What was the I'll just look back at the screen, the script. Okay. Overtime access. All right. Okay, so I'll record now, and maybe I want some light, so I'll just pull the lighting again and use the lighting. Okay. And just make sure the position of the camera is properly positioned. Okay, I think this is good. Okay, all right. So then I'll press the video, the record button. Excess cholesterol can lead towards the development of atherosclerotic plaque. So in the figure, on figure A, shows the normal artery, whereby blood circulation is good, oxygen and nutrient is being delivered throughout the whole body. And plaque development inside the arteries due to the cholesterol which clots, which can ultimately lead towards heart problems and heart disease. Okay, the script wasn't that good, but I'll just use whatever we have. So now I will send this video to my iPad, and then we'll see how to edit this particular green screen. So I'll send from my phone to the iPad. Okay. And I will stop sharing the screen from my desktop. Okay, because I want to share from my iPad. Okay. Okay, share content, screen, start broadcast. Okay. Okay, now I have CapCut. Okay, I'll just keep this away. Now we want to have that I have actually that I have also already downloaded a video. I'll remove this one, delete. I've already downloaded a video of a hospital background. I don't have time to show you from Canva. Maybe I'll just use whatever we have. Maybe if we have time later on. But for example, here, I'll click on the positive button there, the add button. I'll show it again. So for example, this is the first clip that we have. And then, okay, thank you very much for joining. So let's say we want to add a new clip. So add a new clip. And then here we have some of the videos that you have already stored in your iPad. For example, this one over here is a video that I downloaded. So we want that one. It shows a video of a scene, not a scene. Yeah, maybe a video of a hospital. Okay, like this. All right. Now we want myself to appear in front of this. Okay, so what I can do is go to this part, go outside again, and then you find overlay. So remember I mentioned about overlay, about B-roll. So click on overlay, and then you add overlay here. Okay, and then I haven't sent. It's not delivered yet. Okay, so let's send it again. It seems to not be sent to my iPad yet. Okay. All right. Somehow, okay. Is it sent? All right, alhamdulillah. Okay, it's sent now. So, okay, again, make sure that the video is already sent. You have it in your storage. Okay, so for example, this was the one that we took just now. Oops. Okay, click on it and then add. Okay, thank you so much, Prof. Thank you so much. Okay, now we have the video, but we still have the green screen, right? So we need to edit so that to remove this green screen. So if I just play like this,
Excess cholesterol can lead towards the development of
Oh, sorry,
atherosclerotic plaque.
I didn't. I left my microphone not being attached, so that's why. But anyway, the audio is not good. Tapi you can actually see when you are too far from the camera without any mic. This is what happens. Okay, so now I'll show you. The position should be like this, but I want to remove the green screen. What I need to do first is click, and then get rid of. Make sure we resize. Click on transform here, transform, and then go to resize. There's a button showing resize here. Oh, kenapa dia contrast, I guess. But anyway, so make sure the border is only within the green screen like this. Okay. All right. Okay, you can see that. Okay. So now the whole thing, everything is only green screen, and then you click the OK button. So you can see your body and the green screen. So now what you do is click on the, press again, highlight, and remove, it says here, remove BG, remove background. Yeah, okay, this one, remove BG. So click on that, and then press, there's three options, auto removal, custom removal, or chroma key. So you click chroma key, and then you see there's a circle like this. It tells you to pinpoint that onto a green, onto the screen that you want to remove. So bring it to the green, and there you go. It's gone, but now you touch up a bit by increasing the intensity. What is meant is that it increases the colors that it detects to green. All right. So now you press OK. And let's play maybe somewhere starting from here. Oops. Okay, now let's play.
Can lead towards the development of atherosclerotic plaque. So in the figure, on figure A, shows a healthy normal artery whereby blood circulation is good, oxygen and nutrient is being delivered throughout the whole.
Okay, so you can see that one, right? That we have already got that. So now we want it to, we'll remove the parts that we don't want, and then we'll try to make a split so that it becomes two parts. Maybe one part is me in the middle, the second is the figure appearing. Okay, so first I'll just maybe put here, and then again reposition it to align where everything started. Okay.
Can lead towards the development of atherosclerotic plaque. So in the figure.
So we have seen that, and then when I mentioned there's a figure there, so we want to have the figure of wing scale to appear. Okay, but maybe I'll show you that one later. But let's say transition. I haven't talked about transition yet. So let's say we want to have a transition so that there is kind of it shows from a move from this scene to another one. So if you can see here, there's this indicator looking like this. So this is where you put the transition. So click on the transition, click it, and then you can find a lot of variety of transitions that you can choose. So for example, you want like this one, blur and zoom out. So you choose that one. Okay, or it says that it's not suitable. Or maybe it's suitable actually, boleh pakai. Try it now. Or maybe we'll see black fade. Black fade means it gets dark and then it creates new one. Yeah, like this one. Okay. So we choose that one, black fade. So you can see when you click that one, there's a ring in white showing that you have chosen. So click yes. And now let's see. So with the transition, now you can see that once you have chosen a transition, it changes from one single indicator like that to a new symbol. So let's try and play.
Approach.
Yep.
And lead towards the development of atherosclerotic plaque. So in
See?
the figure,
So you can see that instead of appearing into a new screen without any transition, now there's a transition of it becoming fade to black, and then it moves to a new clip. Okay. So let's say you want something to here. So I'll split this part. So I'll again using the knowledge of splitting just now. So split. So now this is become two separate what do you call that? Videos. So let's say this one, I want this guy is in the middle. I want the sorry, I splitted the wrong thing. Instead, I shouldn't split the background. I should split the overlay of myself. Okay, because I've done something wrong, I'll just undo. Make sure you click on the overlay. This guy, the video which is on green screen. I want this to be split. Okay, so I'll split here. Again, click split. Okay, now this is this one. I'll maintain myself in the middle, but this one, second one, I want to make it bigger. So you can enlarge and then maybe put at the side. Okay. So let's say he starts with talking like this.
towards the development of atherosclerotic plaque. So in the figure, on figure A, shows a healthy
Okay.
normal artery.
So then, so now we want to show that the comparison figure 1 and figure 2. So allow me to send the photo of that figure. I have it on my desktop. I'll send it to from Mirasi. Nice to see you flying in the hospital. Yes, from my room to hospital in just seconds. Okay, now I'll just send the figure of atherosclerosis to my iPad. Okay. Oh, Dr. Aida says looks so cool. Yeah, that's one of the good things about editing me. You can do so many things. Okay, so I've sent that figure. This is the figure that I want. Now let's get back to CapCut. So I want that figure to appear here when I pulled out my hands. Where was it? Here. So I'll just add again overlay and photos and choose the photo that I wanted. Okay, so somehow it appears not in the position that we want. We'll just reposition it again, maybe here. Okay, so let's say, now let's start from maybe a bit earlier. Okay. Oops, sorry, let me play again.
Break it down to the A, B, C, D, E approach. And lead towards the development of atherosclerotic plaque. So in the figure, on figure A, shows a healthy normal artery.
Okay, so now the figure disappeared too early because I didn't pull up the figure to appear until a place or the part where we want it to correspond to the video. So what you do is again highlight that particular clip of that image, just pull it so that it stays longer until the dialogue, which maybe ends and stops where it corresponds to your dialogue. Okay, like this one. Okay, I really need to reposition this one earlier on top so that because now this is on top of my picture, so then you can actually see my hands behind it. So actually you need to reposition so that the image is maybe after the background. So because understanding the layers, so the background and then that image and then myself. Then you see my hands on top of the figure. But it's okay, we'll just maintain what we have at the moment. But now, once we have pulled this one image, we can see it longer. Okay. So let's play it again.
And assessing your nutritional status, let's break it down to the ABCDE approach. And lead towards the development of atherosclerotic plaque. So in the figure, on figure A, shows a healthy normal artery whereby blood circulation is good, oxygen and nutrient is being delivered throughout the whole body. And figure B shows plaque development inside the
I think that's
due to the cholesterol.
Okay, I think we don't have much time, only 3 minutes left. So I'll stop here, maybe to address any questions, because I don't think we can continue with the other editing, the last one, but I would want to address any concerns and so on. So let me just stop sharing my screen. Okay. Where is it? Stop. And then I'll get back to my video FaceTime. Okay. And what else? Okay, so yes, any questions? I'm sorry that we wouldn't be able, because okay, we need part two. Yes, I do video editing using Canva. Kejap, I'll just go to back again. So Dr. Aida still looks so good. Dr. Yusuf terbaik, mashallah. We need part two. Yeah, we can do that. How long take it to do video editing? It depends on your skill. If you're used to the user interface, that wouldn't take that long, especially if you have already got the storyboard, maybe if it's being written or in your mind, but it wouldn't take long. Today, as I mentioned earlier, I want it to be very basic and slowly, so that everyone can at least understand the presence of certain features and so on. Okay, and then do you use Canva for video editing or only image editing? Canva also allows you to choose a lot of videos in templates, and so I use Canva editing, and sometimes Canva you can also use animation, even the words. There are certain, if you have Canva for education, if you have already installed using your IIUM account, then you can use all the pro version. So if you don't subscribe free for the CapCut Pro, you can actually make the animation in Canva, for example, the words and so on. Then you transfer it to CapCut. Because CapCut, if you've seen just now, all the animation needs to be paid. Okay, so you can do it in Canva Pro, Canva Education, record it, and then bring it to CapCut. Okay, so yes, the question is yes. And I always take those videos from Canva, because once you are subscribed to Canva Education, all those are no longer being copyrighted. We can actually use it because we have subscribed to Canva Education. So the videos are okay to be used. Dr. Zaika mentioned, Dr. Ashraf, I might have missed it. What will you do the video with bad audio? Oh, what I did was I removed the noise. So there was the feature called noise reduction. So click on your video and then click noise reduction. It removes the sound. If the sound is too high, sometimes you can't get that perfect removal of the voices, of the noises. Dr. Hafiza Fasi say, can we have recording of this training later, please? Very useful. Okay, inshallah. Dr. Sitiaja mentioned, thanks, Dr. Ashraf. Very interactive and clear explanation. I enjoyed your tutorials and hope to practice, inshallah. How to interlay, Dr. Aida mentioned, how to interlay your own figure. What was it just now? With slides. Your own figure with slides. What do you mean? Yeah, you can, for your slides, maybe if you want your slides to be at the background.
The slides at the background, and you your slides at the background and then you are moving and then, you know, like there's a lot of lectures like that rather than PowerPoint dia ada, you boleh letak video tapi dia kan ada square kecil video kat tepi.
Yes.
So we don't
True.
want that. We want our whole own figure with the slides as a background as you move, and then you can actually point out which one is and enunciate certain parts of your slides which is important and stuff like that. Can we do that
Yeah.
with CapCut and Canva?
Yeah.
The idea of the third part, sorry, yeah, my battery dah habis. So responding to Dr. Aida, yes, we can do that. That was actually what I wanted to show in the third one, whereby we pre-record, we do recording of whatever with the script, and then we'll add a box like a circle or a frame video, and then you put your slides as the background and make it so you pull it maybe 10-second or 20-second, and then you overlay with that video in the form of a box or whatever you get. You can take that, you can make that in Canva and then pull it into CapCut. So the basic as answer is yes, you can do that with CapCut and Canva in combination. So then you will have as if you are describing certain things at the same time your slides at the back is moving, or you can also show cursor by using and highlighting things by using screen record. So that was actually what I intended to do, but we don't have that much of time. So yeah, CapCut app is good for editing short video like TikTok. Yes, short video and long video also. It can be used for long videos and short videos. Both can be done using TikTok. Dr. Zalika mentioned that. Oh, sorry. So noise cancellation microphone also can be used. Yep, okay, need to make a move. Thank you so much, Dr. Aniza. So the slides needs to be in the video format. It can be, if you want the slides to be, for example, you highlighting certain points, it needs to be in a video. But maybe if it's just static, then you can put it as an overlay or the background itself. You can actually put background, as an image, but add photos next to the previous, what do you call that? The previous clip. Dr. Aznan said, I think CPD will upload later in their YouTube channel. Please, CPD, okay. So Dr. Asma said, thank you. I think that's all. I'll have to pass it over to Dr. Malik if he gives any time or anything. So thank you very much. I apologize for not being able to deliver everything that I wanted, but because I think it requires so much time to do this, and hopefully you all gain something, inshallah. Thank you very much. I'll pass it over to Dr. Malik.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Ashraf. That's probably the end of our question and answer session. And perhaps before we end our session for today, we would like to the audience to switch on your camera for a quick photo session. Right. Let's take the first one. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Another one. 1, 2, 3. Another page. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so perhaps Prof. Mira here would like to say some closing remark.
Right, okay, so thank you so much, Dr. Ashraf, and also Dr. Malik, Sister Uzma from e-learning unit, as well as we have Sister Nat and Sister Hilda here in the office. So mashallah, it's very, I can hear from my office, they are really excited. The admin staff is also excited to follow your tutorial. So it's very inspiring that you have changed the narrative. Recording, editing videos is not just because of our work, but because of our patience, and you demonstrate how meaningful the process and how fun the process is. So thank you so much, Dr. Ashraf. May Allah ease your future undertakings, and Jazakumullah khair for all the knowledge. May Allah bless you and family always. Thank you, Dr. Malik, Sister Uzma, and the team. Jazakumullah khair. And thank you so much for all participants. It's a testament that all of you are here, means that we are looking forward for a future, a better teaching and learning innovations, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair for everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Prof. Mira. That's the end of our event for today. I would like to thank our speaker, Dr. Muhammad Ashraf, for delivering a very interesting topic for today. We would also like to thank all the participants for attending this talk, and make sure that you don't forget to fill up the evaluation form that has been posted in the comment section, as well as will be emailed to you later. Okay, let's end today's today's event with Tasbih Kifara and Surah Al-Asr. Right, thank you very much. Assalamualaikum.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you so much, everyone. Well done, Ashraf.
Thank you, Dr. Aida.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ashraf. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Ashraf.
Thank you. Alhamdulillah.
Jazakumullah khair.
Well done, Dr. Ashraf. Well done.
Thank you. Thank you so much.